Oh, stream with Froggy again. It's Monday. I know Monday tends to suck. I hope I can alleviate some of that pain. I'm feeling pretty alright tonight. I had a chance to freshen myself up a bit. And I smell quite good, if I might say so myself. Use of Bath and Body Works products tends to do wonders. I'm quickly going to adjust sensitivity for my Discord. just a bit. It's just a me thing. All right. I don't really have too much to report at the moment. Yeah, let's just jump right in, I guess. I don't remember all the details from last time, but I do remember like where we left off. I'm gonna turn it down on my headphones a bit. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Right, so I know we left off, like, just stepping into the crime scene, or a crime scene. I know there was, like, a person, like, ZK that went missing, and I was thinking, like, we were going up to his place to investigate, like, what all might have happened, like, just take a little peek-see. Otherwise, I know we haven't talked to the witness or Sam, whatever his surname is, just yet. We need their testimonies. Yeah. I'll probably just consult, all my evidence, as soon as I jump into it. Okay. Let's see. Notes. Need to examine of the two murdered guards that formed the first holy symbol. Yeah. KHX. That's what it was. The summary. Clues. Lydia and Sam Daybreak. Get Sam's alibi. Question him about suspicions. Confirm alibi. It looks like the notes, like, refresh as soon as, like, you restart the game. That's really nice. Like, hey, we know you've been absent since last time you played. Like, here's what you should get up to. Like, here's some of your leads. The witness, yep. Carmelina. Anarchic Ghost. One Last Kiss. Henry's Escape. Yuri Knight. Henry Division. Akiko. Henry's Demonic Possession. Yeah. So I think, if I have it right, just up here is where we were going to step forth. There. This is the murder weapon Henry was found with. Looks like a combat knife. Clean blade, but covered in blood. Starlight can run the blood.
Sure.
All the blood on here is from council members. There are 2 other blood samples here. Presumably from the dead marshals up ahead. Okay, so this is the OG crime scene.
Got it.
The missing piece where Henry was found by the marshals. Akiko claims he broke free at 2352 and was found at 0003. Starlight can crunch the numbers. The distance and times don't match up. He couldn't have broken free, made it to the penthouse, breached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have got back to the penthouse entrance to be found in the time Akiko claims. Aha! Yep. The alleged murder weapon. And then impossible time frame. The first holy seal protecting the council building is a pair of 2 high-ranking martial guards.
Crime is repulsive.
They were killed last night by whoever breached the council building. Time to find some evidence. Killed with a blade, there are ragged gashes across the throats of each soldier. The cuts were done with a blade, but not a perfect one. Nicks or damage on the blade probably caused the messy cuts. There are symbols drawn in the blood. They are demonic glyphs from a cosmic language I don't recognize. That's it? That's all? These are the martial guards that form the first Holy Seals.
The investigator is here.
They were in someone's way. Okay, let's run the blood.
What the hell?
Is this right? These aren't marshals.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
I don't know who they are, but this blood doesn't match the ones on record for the marshals assigned to guard duty. Oh?
What the hell?
What the hell is going on? Have they been body swapped? Is Starlight wrong? This blood matches the blood on the knife, so either this knife was used or it's been set up to look like it was.
I don't like this.
They both had their throats cut. The lacerations are ragged.
I need to investigate
This was probably done with a damaged blade.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
There are marks drawn in the blood.
Got it.
The blood matches the blood of the dead bodies. Looks like they've been daubed with a finger.
Sure.
Maybe some kind of ritualistic marking.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Henry has demonic symbols burned into his skin as a result of his possession. This could indicate he was here. The first Holy Seal that protects the Council is made up of 2 high-ranking God Justice Marshals, fearsome warriors trained to neutralize potential threats to the Council. Who killed them and how? An investigation into the heart of madness begins. Lady Love dies, must find the facts. I think I read this last time. Maybe. Carry the sword if it has seen some use. Might as well. I know we just started, but...
Getting saved.
Blazing sunset, starlight skin. When the sunset occurs, some people immolate themselves, believing that the sun is a god that may eventually disappear. They're wrong. She will never disappear. Woo! Ooh. 3 holy pyramid charms. The gods, the syndicate, and the citizens. Hello, Shinji. You ever been to space, Love Dies?
Sure.
I always wanted to. I hear the moon's nice and quiet. Well, strap in. Beyond that door is space.
Got it.
Is that a metaphor or something? Nah, just hardcore space. This is the second holy seal. It's a rock floating through space. You know, the cosmos.
What the hell?
The second holy seal is behind that door? Are you even listening? Yeah, one of the safeguards that the killer got through. You gotta find a solution to the puzzle on the plateau to get to the rest of the building.
How?
How do you know about the second seal? Space has a stench. It's full of cosmic horror and existential nightmares. I can smell it. And the puzzle? I came to this island through a psychic corridor in space. I got a feel for these things. You could just solve the puzzle without any hints. Or you could just solve the puzzle without any hints? Sure, why not? Imagine you put a rock in an empty drink can. You can turn the can and feel the rock move. You can shake it and feel it. You learn how the rock moves, and without seeing it, you can work out how to get it out of the opening, right? It's like that, but the rock is a dumb puzzle designed by someone who thinks they're more clever than they are, and the can is space. So I can just feel my way through it. Haha, no. You aren't attuned. You're not from space. You can't feel the rock. Or the can. Speaking of cans, how am I supposed to get through the puzzle then? Are you kidding me? You're the investigation freak, aren't you? That's what everyone says, right? Investigate! Do you think there's anyone else on the island that knows about this seal? Someone that knows about space? The prime suspect is that Henry guy, right? If he got through here, it might be because of the demon inside him feeling its way through.
How?
How likely is that? Hell, I don't know. How likely is anything? If you're asking me to place a bet on it, I'd say it's good odds a demon that came here on a psychic pathway could find our way through. Like you? Yeah, like me. But, and this is key, it'd need to be one that has the strength. I'm too weak. Henry's demon has got a host, though.
How?
How could Henry survive on a rock in space? With great difficulty, I'd say. The demon inside him probably kept his body together, stopped his organs from being sucked out his ears. Wow, Shinji actually contributes. Convenient. How'd you mean? Well, Henry and his demons suddenly got the bright idea to murder the council without any forewarning of what the seals are. It's convenient that his demon just so happened to be able to keep Henry alive in the depths of space. You're really hot when you're suspicious, you know? By the way, I got a present for you. You're gonna need some help if you're going to space. A space helmet? Nice! Figured you'd want to breathe and keep your insides in your body. Where did you get this? I was poking about around here this morning. It was behind one of those planters. Looks like someone dumped it.
The investigator is here.
Meaning someone had used it to go through the seal? Why are you asking me? Get your investigation freak on! I added some heart stickers to it. Makes it yours, don't you think? Which planter did you find it behind? The one with the statue. Never mind that. Focus on the big picture. You're about to go to space! Have you been in there? Are you listening? My body's too frail. I'm too weak to leave the island.
Got it.
Aren't you worried about what happens when this island ends? How I'll blink out of existence? If I spend all my time worrying about trivial shit like that, I'd have no time to think about us. Us? Yeah, maybe after you've saved this dump, you and I could take a long walk on the beach before... Let's talk about this another time, Shinji. And by another time, I mean not in this lifetime. Whatever. Okay. Customized space helmet. It has seen better days and is an old model, but allows the wearer to traverse space. Second holy seal. What's through here?
Sure.
This is a maintenance hatch for the council building.
That's weird.
Looks like it has been opened. The anti-tamper seals are cut and the grate has been pried open. You need a thin tool to open this.
Sure.
There are scrape marks going into the access hole as well.
I need to investigate.
Was
this.
something manhandled through here? Oh. Money! This is where Shinji said he found the space helmet. Pink petals.
Ooh, the investigator is
There
here.
aren't any flowers here, so where did they come from? Yuri wears a hat with pink flowers. Fishy suspicious. Can't interact. Third island sequence. A time for sorrow. Ezekiel devolves into mad paranoia, fearing for our future and the demons. He murders so many of us. The noble Montserrat steps forward to end his madness and lead us to light. Gems that are offered to the gods via ingestion. Ugh. Hi, Shinji. You ever think about how messed up this is? All the time. You don't even know what I'm talking about. I haven't even presented the theme of the conversation.
Sorry.
Sorry, I thought it was a general existential question. Exile really did a number on you, huh? You guys are the bad guys.
The investigator is
What do
here.
you mean? The Syndicate worship dying gods that want to rule the world and drown it in a sea of war and blood.
Sorry.
I don't see how that makes us the bad guys. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't. We're all heroes in our own minds, right? Catch you later. Ooh. Symbols of an architect. What does perfection look like? Will we ever know? Can we even comprehend it? Does not exist. Not real. Defeat of Lost Pain. This was before he managed to flee to the dark side of the moon. A popular song in the islands is Railgun Love. The lyrics are about using a railgun to destroy the moon and kill Lost Pain before he kills us. The bass in it is really good. Painted by Lydia Daybreak. I see. Exclusive Silent Goat carving. Silent Goat, the first to speak to us, the Holy Catalyst. Oh, there's nothing else here. What do we go to first? Let's go talk to Witness. He's closer. Ooh! Aw. Okay, this is one I've unlocked. Just double checking. Okay, well, now Yuri's closer, but I don't want to talk to Yuri. So he's up there. Aw. Dead Nebula, more refreshing than a cosmic apocalypse. I feel like I could talk to you all day, Loved Eyes.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
What's on your mind? Everything? Nothing? You know how it is. Feeling quite relaxed.
Got it.
You're the only one on this island that is. That's why you're in this situation. Too many people that take things too seriously. Don't think about others, just their own advancement. That isn't how a perfect society runs.
That's weird.
Do you come from a perfect society? You don't get this attitude and charming personality unless you come from a place where everyone in the government is looking to scapegoat you for their own cruelty and fuck-ups.
Oh.
You personally? Of course not me personally, the lower classes. No time to chat, things to do.
That's
But I thought you said...
strange.
Alright. No. There.
Sure.
These are the logs of who entered and exited the building last night. Let's see. 1734, Witness enters. 2058, Carmelina arrives and Witness buzzes her in. 2358, the God Justice Marshals arrive and secure the building. 0018, Witness and Carmelina exit. 331, Witness returns. These logs are sealed by the Nightmare computer. They can't have been tampered with. Witness and Carmelina have alibis. Just having a sip. Just look around a bit. Aromatic mushroom. Mushrooms grow all over the island and are prized for their variety of flavors. Polite luxury. A standard gift given to the host when syndicate members visit each other. Well-loved secateurs. A craftsperson's tools are a thing of beauty. The grip has been worn into the perfect fit for the user's hands over years of use. Based on what I have observed before with the broken grate, that seems a little sus. Hello, witness.
Witness to the end. Under the gaze of the gods.
Under the gaze of the gods, the so-called investigation freak returns to the island sequences.
Witness to the end.
Overseer of each dying paradise. Born in the Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981 under the sign of Destroyed Eden. As a child, Witness was enslaved under the banner of Crying Grudge and put to work building the perpetually growing Chaos Palace in North Persia. During the Great Betrayal, Witness refused to budge in his devotion, fleeing to hide within the impossible labyrinth of the Chaos Palace. Ezekiel found Witness and urged him to follow him. They became close. Witness was still a young man, and Ezekiel older and wiser. Witness looked up to him as a father figure after being taken from his own father at a young age. Witness holds a great deal of responsibility overseeing the end of an island. He ensures every failure is perfect. He collects and breeds rare plants in his penthouse. Good to see you again, Witness. Apologies for Starlight. I do remember you.
Of the holy masters.
How long has it been since you last did work for our holy masters?
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
Time moves so strangely here. We are grains of sand that drift in the astral wake of the heavenly titans.
The gods are displeased.
Especially after last night. The island is ready to end. The time flow is broken. The gods are displeased.
The end times are long.
We are supposed to be their loyal servants, our only purpose to resurrect them. Now we squabble and scheme. Our holy work brought to a screeching halt by murder.
The end times are long.
So many have strayed from the path. This must be a sign from the gods.
I'm glad to be back.
I'm here to do the work of the gods.
Lady Love dies.
I can see it in you, loved eyes, the fire of holiness. I live in fear of the rage of the cosmic deities. Maybe you can quell their anger.
That's strange.
What's with the holy proclamations? This isn't your usual style. Far too much has happened in your absence. Truths have become more mutable. Our masters are not being served. The syndicate has lost its way. I have not strayed from the path.
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
Too many of us have forgotten what it means to serve our masters. I fear last night was one of our punishments.
Other gods work in esoteric ways.
Or maybe it was a divine reminder. Our gods work in esoteric ways.
Another sinner.
Are you here to punish the wicked monster that committed this atrocity?
Under the gaze of the gods.
The sinner that allowed demons onto the island, will he burn in the fire of justice? How are you feeling about losing your jurisdiction?
Blasphemy!
Judge has no right. It just proves how far this island has fallen. A holy man should be allowed to do his holy work.
Investigator.
Now, how can I assist you with your holy work? Your alibi.
Where?
Where were you last night?
Investigator.
I spent the night here in my apartment. By yourself? The architect came to visit me, a rare social call. She was with me at the time of the killings. We left when we were summoned to the crisis meeting.
Why?
Why did she come to visit you?
Of course not.
It was unusual. She wanted to spend the last minutes of this withering island with me. It has been quite an age since we spent time together socially. Was there anything odd about her behavior?
The gods are watching us.
We had a pleasant time. We shared some wine I'd been saving and prepared to say goodbye to paradise.
I need to investigate this.
And you two were in each other's company all evening?
Investigator.
I stepped out onto my balcony to take a phone call from Grand Marshal Akiko. It was fleeting. No more than 5 minutes.
What time?
Shortly before death visited the island. Akiko was reporting the escape of Henry.
Got it.
That matches what Akiko told me. Not long after, marshals were stationed outside the elevator to my apartment. Do you have any proof that you were both in your apartment? The nightmare computer at the entrance logs everyone that enters and exits this apartment. You can pull the records from that and check yourself. Joke's on you, buddy. Why is yours the only apartment with a logging system? You can't be too careful. I take my privacy seriously. Paranoia. Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Got it.
I checked your building logs. Your story checks out.
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
Of course it does. The righteous have nothing to hide. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
This island is full of sin.
Henry is a curse on us all.
What? Arvo Arts, thank you for becoming a Lily Pal. Hi.
His possession 10 years ago condemned the island. There is nothing else to know. The dead zone is our reminder of his crime. What do you know about Henry's escape? Only what the Grand Marshal told us. Have you spoken with her? Doomjazz told me that you asked about overcoming Henry's inhibitors.
The end times are looming.
Liking the game so far? I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, I really love the art direction. It's great. The end of an island is endlessly fascinating. A symphony of finales all hanging in the balance.
Surely this is a joke.
Having a demonically possessed prisoner is a significant risk. I need to know everything there is to know.
I don't like this.
So you weren't trying to find out how to overcome them to help Henry escape?
The gods are watching us.
Don't be ridiculous. How would that help our holy mission? Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside the council building? Is this case not open and closed? Do you believe there is more? Have you scoured the council building? I have. Second Holy Seal. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal? Nothing, Lady Lovedeyes. It is a mystery to everyone on the island. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night?
What?
The monster's movements have been recorded by the Grand Marshal. Okay. KHX. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Nothing. He often went for periods of isolation. Sorry I can't help more, Lady Lovedeyes. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I spoke to her when she reported Henry's escape, but I didn't see her until the crisis meeting after the killer had been arrested. Akiko said she called you at the time of the murder.
This island is full of sinners.
She did, but something is troubling me about it. I am seeking guidance from those in the stars about how to proceed. If I say anything, it may be misconstrued. I'm a professional. You can tell me anything. Let me ponder on it. Carmelina was with witness. Suspicions.
Crime cannot hide.
Do you believe Henry is responsible?
Under the gaze of the gods.
All I can do is trust in the gods and have faith that what happened was part of their divine will.
I don't like this.
But do you believe Henry did it?
The gods are watching
It is
us.
not for me to question the gods.
The truth remains obscured.
Witness, do you think anyone has a motive for killing the council?
This island is full of sinners.
Our holy mission has been left unattended for too long. Any number of the sinners here could have done it.
The gods are displeased.
Perhaps it was an act of the gods. Heavenly anger leads to heavenly smiting. Tell me about these sinners.
Blasphemy!
The island crawls with them. They pay lip service to the gods but don't follow our sacred mission.
The end times are near.
The island sequences have degenerated. They used to be righteous. Now I despair.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What about the accused? Henry is a citizen, not a syndicate member. Citizens are sinners too. They do not pray hard enough. The syndicate do not compel them to pray hard enough.
What?
The citizens grow restless, insubordinate. Dissent spreads. This one let demons onto the island. Why stop there? I don't know how you can say, like, it's our own fault, but also be in agreement. I feel like these are backwards. Our own fault. We did this to ourselves. Keeping the citizens like cattle was bound to be our undoing eventually.
The gods are radiant.
Hope is not lost. This is a test from the gods.
The gods are radiant.
We will overcome it. I hope so. What about your motive? Do you have a motive for killing the council?
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
I am a humble servant striving to live on the righteous path. Murdering the council is not on that path.
Got it.
Am I taking your word for that?
What?
What reason would I have to kill the council? How does that benefit our holy mission? Who determines the path?
Of
The gods, of course. Did the gods want you to kill the council?
Of course not.
Don't be ridiculous. Alright. How about Yuri? Did you see Yuri last night? He is secretary to the architect. Have you spoken to her? Might as well just cover all the bases.
The gods are displeased.
I don't know what to tell you other than what I have already said. She came to spend the evening with me here. If you want to know what she did before that, then you need to ask her. Well, Crimson. Did you see Crimson last night? I didn't see her, Loved Eyes. Did you see the doctor last night? The doctor claimed to be in his clinic all night. Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? Speak to Yuri. He is her handler. Okay. May you fly with destroyed Eden,
The gods are displeased.
and may you reach the moon. Money. What's this? Hmm. More sippy. Tonight I just have a glass of plain old apple cider. Crying Grudge. A statue of the prophet Crying Grudge. The god endlessly weeps at the visions of the future he cannot unsee. Witness collects and breeds rare plants. Sometimes he gives them as gifts and then hounds you to take proper care of the most fragile plants on the planet. Witness's phone. I can take this to a comms tower and verify its location. The Holy Catalyst. Relics from Persia from before the Great Betrayal. These are early depictions of gods and demons. I found Witness's phone in his apartment. Witness told me that he'd received a phone call from Akiko. I can check his story out if I plug this into a comms tower. This should let me backtrace Akiko's position when she made the call. I need to find a comms tower. Lady Love dies. Yeah, she's hot. Yeah, the UI is pretty good too. Let's see. I could go talk to Sam finally. I could go to Akiko. Oh yeah, I can free walk. And there's no fall damage. Citizen services. She's OP. It's more like the world turned fall damage off. I kind of want to talk to Akiko, but I also want to find a comms tower. Where would I find one of those? Already bought from that machine. Anything to inspect up here? Nope. Just double checking if, like, there were stairs or something. Ooh. Is that a comms tower? Oh, I see Shinji up there. Sometimes I just feel defeated, you know?
How?
How do you pick yourself up? How do you pick yourself back up? On my planet, there's this musician I like. Creates music that takes me away to another place. That sounds nice. I have a musician like that as well. Uninterested, love dies. This conversation is about me. Whatever, I'm gonna smash some bottles or something. This seems like it would be a comms tower. Oh. No! Yeah, I just said nah. Shinji only worried about Shinji. Okay. Oh no, I was so close. No! No! Ah! I was scared that was gonna happen. Oh well. Okay, I need to find... Alright. Fast travel! Okay, yeah. Alright.
Grand Marshal back at Code 14.
Did you see Witness to the End last night? Went up and on a nerd stream. Having a night, Arbo Arts. Thank you for popping by. He was at his apartment. My marshal secured him when Henry escaped. Go and ask him about it. What can you tell me about the guards of the First Holy Seal? Soldiers of honor. My two most trusted soldiers.
How?
How did Henry get the jump on two highly ranked marshals? It's easy to judge and mock when you haven't lived through hell, Nenorochito. A demon is a vile foe. Unpredictable, frenzied, blood-crazed. My marshals will have fought valiantly, but an unknown foe overcame them. Don't get pissed! Unknown? Demons come from all corners of the heavens. It is impossible to know how each acts or fights. Why haven't the bodies of the marshals been cleared away? Judge ordered me to leave them for you to investigate. I protested. They deserve better than to be poked at by someone playing detective. Do you think the knife used to kill the First Holy Seal marshals was the one taken by Henry? It's like I'm talking to myself sometimes. Of course I do. Can you describe it? It's a smooth-bladed combat knife. A perfect blade, you say? You're positive about the smoothness of the blade? Yes, Jesus Christos. It hadn't been used before now. My old knife became damaged during a training exercise recently. Why wasn't the maintenance grate checked before the council entered the building? It was, several days ago. It's since been tampered with and your marshals didn't catch it. It's a security breach on your watch. I'll look into it. A little late now. Your sword. Can I see your sword?
I'll put your head on a spike.
There'd better be a stunning reason why you're asking, Nenorochito. I'm checking a lead about the weapon used to murder the marshals. Do not disgrace their memory by chasing wild theories.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Akiko. Nmakondus Nebun, investigator. Here. The sword has seen some use. The blade is nicked. Oh. A nicked blade is consistent with the neck wounds on the marshals.
Thank you.
Thank you, Akiko. Blood doesn't match. I took a blood sample from the dead marshals. They don't match marshal records.
You need to back off.
What Rahat is this now?
I don't like
I
this.
don't think those dead bodies are marshals.
Do you want to die?
That is total Rahat, investigator.
I have a bad feeling about
Starlight ran the samples. Are you saying... I'm saying Starlight got it wrong. Your little pocket calculator is wrong. Starlight connects to the central syndicate. It's wrong. Tell me about you and Voth. Captain Voth. Malgar, don't you dare speak about my marshals without proper rank.
I love dying.
You were in a...
All that remains are the facts.
You were in a relationship with him. Relationships between myself and the marshals is expressly forbidden. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. Watch yourself, Nenorchito. A lot of murder has happened on this island. Would anyone notice some Pista investigator going missing? Well, then you'd probably have to answer to Judge. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? I know the Labaju in the cell got through it and killed the council. I also know you're wasting time and not executing him. Did you see Crimson last night?
Nenorchito.
I don't know if you realize this, Nenorchito, but I had my hands full last night. I don't know where Crimson was. Go ask her. Does your relationship with Captain Voth have anything to do with this? Nenorchito!
The investigator is here.
An illicit relationship that got found out would be punishable.
Nenorchito, you're out of your mind.
I'll kill you!
Don't test me.
Careful.
Crime cannot hide.
You've been asking for the marshals to be indicted, haven't you?
Do you want to die?
It's a reasonable request. We guard these islands. But you've been denied. What if there was an incident that prompted the council to reconsider? The crime to end all crimes on the eve of Perfect 25, for example.
I'm a soldier.
I admire you, Nenorchito. You believe so fully in all sorts of little stories and fantasies. It must be nice being so incredulous, undaunted by the world.
Don't test me.
Is that a denial, then? Of course. Punishment. You were found out. You were going to be punished next island for your relationships with your marshals. That gives you a clear motive. Kill the council to protect yourself.
Nenorchito, you're out of your mind.
Stiplindirahat!
Sure.
Which means... You are full of shit. You don't know anything. I live by the rules. I am a woman of honor. We'll see about that. Hey, let's hang out.
Glad to be back.
Got a minute, Akiko?
Nenorchito.
You're going to die. Humor me.
Ishpebune.
Chinebovre.
Got it.
Why did you become a soldier?
Ishpros.
What is this? What are you doing? Trying to get to know you. Listen, Nenorochito, I'm waiting to execute this Labachu, not have a therapy session.
The investigator is here.
Akiko, you're the greatest soldier the Syndicate has known. What is this? Respect? You repelled the 19th sequence invasion. I just want to know about your military background. Surely that's not too much to ask.
Durpa.
Binak chista fiesta un koszmar.
I'm a soldier.
My parents died in the wars when I was 9. I was orphaned into the army of New Night. I became a child soldier, mastering guerrilla warfare. At 13, I led an insurgency through my home country to push your lover damned Harmony out of my country. He's not my You were deceived by him and nearly allowed him to destroy the syndicate. Now here I am, talking to you and wishing I was dead. Do you like killing? I'm not a murderer. I'm a soldier. I don't know how to tell you this, Akiko. I mean, I've been throwing a bit of accusations at her, so... I didn't say murder. Killing and murder are different.
Și asta ce înseamnă?
That's the first intelligent thing out of your mouth, Nanorochito.
Ești prost?
A soldier has a job to do. We disconnect from life and become blades. We fight to give the world meaning. The world needs conflict. What am I doing talking to you like this?
I'm glad to be back.
Careful, Akiko. You almost opened up. Goodbye, Nanorochito. Hehe.
Rahat.
Nanorochito.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Is there something else, Akiko? No, it's nothing. Ooh? 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 I need your help, Akiko. No one has anything on Lydia and Sam. Surely the head of the military keeps an eye on people. Fine. Nanorochito, I'm not one for gossiping. This is a time of crisis, so I'll tell you what we know. We?
Rahat.
The God Justice Marshals. Keep up. My marshals have told me they've seen Lydia and Sam meeting in secret at the farm. Oh?
Nanny, the hell?
Why the farm? That is your job, investigator. Nothing. Okay. May your night be bright. May you reach the moon. Muy interesante. Let's talk to Henry a bit.
Henry Division.
Second Holy Seal. Henry, did you go through the Second Holy Seal? The what?
The investigator is here.
Did you go to a plateau on barely known planet in space to get to the council last night? Can you even hear yourself? What the fuck does any of that mean? No memory? You're beginning to get it. Did you kill the martial guards outside the council building? Yes. No. If you say so. No memory? Are you beginning to get the hint? Akiko's alibi. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? Of course I saw her. She was supposed to execute me, right? I don't remember a fucking thing, but that's what was supposed to happen, right? Did you see Crimson last night? Who the fuck is that? Did you see Witness to the End last night? Oh, I do know about that. Loads. I know so much. My mind is bursting with knowledge about whatever you're talking about.
I must be the bad guy, right?
Fuck off. Okay, where to next? I mean, I guess I'd like to, I'd like to talk to Sam, but, you know, Okay. Oh, and I suppose.
Getting saved.
Can I crouch? I don't remember. I don't think so. Oh, come on. Let me check. Options. Control mapping. Crouch C. Okay. Glad I double checked. This machine is broken. I can't use it. The council normally maintain these machines well. I wonder what happened. Well, regardless, there's money! Nothing here. Off from the other side. Seems I'm growing the right way. Escape to the city. The city hides, the city protects. You need to hide yourself in the city. They're coming for you. Hey, Sam!
Daybreak.
Hey, Aldi. I'd heard you were back.
Daybreak.
Barmaster. Born in the shadow of the dragon in Turkey in AD 999 under the sign of Shadow Zero. Sam took to the killing like breathing. He killed to survive on the streets and then killed as a soldier before just killing for fun. He became a hitman extraordinaire under the banner of Shadow Zero. He met Lydia on the battlefield. They battled for 2 weeks, destroying the town of Ras 009. Lydia claimed victory and stabbed Sam through the heart. While fighting, he had fallen in love with Lydia and, in his moment of death, refused to leave her. His skin fell away and his skeleton hardened, becoming a deep red as he confessed his love for her. She too had fallen for him and accepted his confession. They fled to get married. He renounced his murderous ways and refuses to commit harm to others. Starlight is filling you in, isn't she? Have you forgotten about us during exile? I suppose isolation clouds the mind, doesn't it? Hey, Sam. It's been a while. Nice jacket. You noticed? It was a gift from Lydia. She always has good taste. Doesn't she? Lydia had missed drinking with you. I missed you too as well. You're the only normal people on these islands. That's nice of you to say, LD.
Are you accusing me?
It would be nicer if you were back under better circumstances, wouldn't it?
I don't like this.
The Syndicate isn't a bad place.
What will you do,
It's devastating, isn't it? Our friends and colleagues have been taken from us.
I have a bad feeling about
There's
it.
not a lot of wailing grieving going on.
What?
We've existed for unknown epochs of time, haven't we? It gives everyone a different perspective on things.
Got it.
How's the whiskey blend on this island? Some vanilla, caramel spice, and just a hint of smoke. The spice is unusual. The whiskey tastes like the island it's made on. This has been a peaceful island. The caramel and vanilla are in harmony. The spice twists in your mouth. It coils and slips between the other flavors. What's the whiskey telling you, Sam?
I am under suspicion, LD.
There's something under the surface. Something that twists. Something that has moved between us all. You can feel it too. Is there anything I can help you with? Gotta say, I'm kinda digging the pants too. Your alibi. Where were you at the time of the murder, Sam? Am I under suspicion, LD?
Don't test me.
I will fetch my wife froggies. That's one froggy and two froggy.
And flip vertical.
Yep, I gotcha. All together.
Sam, I'm an investigator. Of course, LD. We must all cooperate, mustn't we? Lydia had taken me to the Paradise Gates.
Fancy that, ring?
I finished packing up the bar. I spent a few minutes taking the place in. I couldn't have expected to be back here, could I? What time did you leave the bar? I let Yuri know I was good to go. Lydia came to get me and we went to the gates. She picked me up at about 10 to midnight. We arrived at the gates at about 5 to midnight. Any proof? The nightmare computers at the gates will have the logs. I'll check them out. Yuri's motive. Does Yuri come in here? Why do you ask, LD? Fucking and snogging. He's after my time and Lydia mentioned him. I don't know him. People speak to bartenders, pour their heart out after a bad day. He does come in from time to time. We all need a drink, right? What's his drink of choice?
Fancy that, ring?
He likes high-end wine. He doesn't know what he's talking about, though. He's trying to look the part. You're right. What can you tell me about him?
Is this a joke, LD?
He's a power boy. All he thinks about is power and ambition. He wants to be on the council? Sure does. Maybe he finally snapped.
Snapped?
All he wants is to pursue his ambition. I voted against him in one of his numerous motions and he came across the room at me. He's angry and impatient. He thinks he's ready to run the show. Don't all young people, though? Did you see Yuri last night?
Is that true, LD?
Lydia tried phoning him. You should ask her, shouldn't you? Alright. KHX. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? I don't think I can help you on this one, can I? Maybe check out his place overlooking the ocean. What do you know about the escape last night? Not sure what help I can be, LD. Have you spoken to Akiko? Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside of the council building? I don't, do I, LD? Terrible business, isn't it? Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? Akiko? Didn't see her, I'm afraid, LD. You should ask her for yourself. You should ask her yourself, shouldn't you? Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night?
What?
You been to the desolation cell yet, LD? You should ask Akiko, shouldn't you? Just covering the bases. Did you see the architect last night? Have you asked the architect, LD? That'd be my first stop, wouldn't it? See Crimson last night. Sometimes she stops by for a drink in the evening, but I didn't see her until the crisis meeting last night, LD. You should speak to her, shouldn't you? Doctor? He said he'd been in his clinic, didn't he? Witness? I've got nothing except what I heard at the crisis meeting, LD. He was in his apartment with Carmelina. You should ask them, shouldn't you? Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago. The dead zone's bad news, LD. If you're looking into a crime from a decade ago, you're gonna have to stare into the hell coffin. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? It's a mystery, isn't it? Not for me to know, is it? Suspicions. You think Henry really did this, Sammy? It's hard to say, isn't it? It's a hell of a crime. What do you believe, LD? I'm still making my truth.
What do you believe?
Akiko found him with council blood in his stomach. That's messed up, isn't it? He's clearly a sicko.
The investigator is here.
That's what I'm trying to work out. Can you think of anyone that would want to kill the council, Sam?
Ridiculous.
Kill the council? The crime of the century? Of the millennium?
What?
I don't think I do, LD. I'm really sorry I can't be of more help. Everyone here is a loyal member of the syndicate, aren't they? I hope that's true. Lydia and Sam's motive. What about your motive? Sure thing, LD. What do you need to know?
Got it.
Got anything you'd like to tell me? Don't think so, LD. We're happy. You two might be the only ones.
What?
I hope not. Wouldn't it be awful if we were? Alright. May you always live in the shadow. And may you reach the moon. Okay. Wasn't terribly productive. Music! House of Bliss. The heat gave way, as it always does, to lust. Ours was a life of indulgence. We were fierce. We were alive. 10s across the board. Ooh, spicy. Free money! Eh. Locked from the other side. Oh, shit. Here we go. The 23rd island sequence. This one is nearly perfect. It lasts for so long. Carmelina is truly a genius. Yoink! Mm-hmm. Nightmare locked safe. A safe sealed by a nightmare computer. Cried software not found. Oh, I need the whole shebang. That one I just need pyramids. Okay. Interesting. Unlocked. What's down here? A secret tunnel, huh? Gross. It's not really a pleasant splishy and sploshin'. A secret tunnel into the dead zone. Someone has been naughty. Ooh. Ooh. The way of blood bar. Who do you think rules the world? The Syndicate. No, not our world. The real world? No, not that one either. What other world is there? The metaphorical world, the concept of world. You mean the gods? No, yes, are they the only gods? Probably. Possibly. Maybe. Definitely. Absolutely not. How can we say? How can we know? If you worry about that, you'll lose yourself. I don't want to lose myself. Good. It's easy to do. Winning Devil Whiskey. A whiskey that hasn't been aged. Nutty, sweet, and peppery. Sometimes drunk for luck during gambling. Something has been destroyed here. Starlight says there's nothing unusual here. Some metals, plastic, tinted glass, and fire-resistant fabric. No way to tell what it was. What good did that do? Huh. I mean, true enough to say that this place has been totally trashed. Nothing there. Nothing here. Maybe there'll be something later. Possibly. Airlock. I see. Aha. Right. So where might I find pyramids?
Ha.
Where might I find pyramid glyphs? Ooh, there's the thing there.
Relic of Penny.
17th island sequence. Ah, the 17th island. Remember that? Remember them? Remember those? Enough to wish for death. Ooh. Drinks cause blood crystals. Give me D2.
Relic of
Blood fountain. An energy drink that makes you feel like your blood wants to burst out of body. A good pick-me-up. Okay. Presently, I don't think there's anything much to be gained here.
Sure.
This is a whiskey distillery. It's in use, but the dead zone is supposed to be sealed.
That's strange.
Has Sammy been making an illegal blend?
What the hell?
There's something odd here. This is a medical grade blood chiller designed to keep blood cold when it is being transported. Blood chiller? There's an empty blood bottle inside. The label has been scratched off, but I can just make out a K as the first letter of the name.
Analyzing.
Blood not found. This bottle has been scrubbed clean. There's no trace of any blood.
Got it.
After being used, this was cleaned to remove evidence. But why keep it? Paranoia? No one comes into the dead zone, so it wouldn't be found. Helps incriminate others if this is unaccounted for. I need to find what this is linked to. Just going to Sam about it without context will make him clam up. Okay. Okay, so that's something.
A small little something.
Ugh. Alright. Escape the tunnel. And then... I hear Shinji, but I don't really care right now. While I'm deciding to, like, where to go next,
I'm quickly gonna take my meds.
Yeah, so there's definitely more places I haven't explored yet, or at the very least I haven't unlocked fast travel for, which would probably be good if I did, as long as I don't use up all of my blood crystals. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. I need to get to KHX's workshop. This is Witness's place. Should probably try to navigate my way up this way, right? See if I can make this happen. Where does this go? Down? Ah, yeah. Right. Right. Bear the Shiva! The most wonderful dog. Why wouldn't you use this skin? Do you hate my dog? I'll kill you. No joke. Use jet ski. So I can head my way to the pyramid at least. It'll be something new.
Oh me, oh my.
Nope. Nope. Can't do anything here yet. Alright, map. I already checked that. Okay. Birthplace of the Gods. A hellish maelstrom of a frighteningly antique space. Justice, 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 justice! Yeah, okay, this is... This is Justice's place, of course. Or Judge. Hello. 20th island sequence. The mountain collapses. Why? How? It was supposed to be perfect. Muzak? Midori Eyes. The woman at the cocktail bar. I remember her. A lifetime ago. Or was it another timeline? I should have made a different choice. Thirteenth island sequence. The shame of Lady Love dies. She's deceived by damned Harmony. He tries to let the god hunters onto the island to kill us. Praise be to the Paradise Trigger for saving us. The opulent cigarette. A lucky doll. So many things get dropped during the rush to be sacrificed at the end. I gotta. Inverted pyramid. Every pyramid has an inverted doppelganger on another planet. They are linked. One cannot exist without the other. Okay, nothing here. Aha! I spy with my spying little eye. Fourteenth island sequence. Celebration! Our worship reinvigorated one of our beloved rulers. Lost Pain awoke from slumber on the dark side of the moon. Okay, so I think if I go down and then follow that stone path... Oh, wait just a second. Real fixer-upper, this place. No, not just yet. And there's another one. Hi, Shinji. There's an awful lot of random crap scattered around the island, isn't there? They're vignettes of lives once lived. That's a poetic way of saying trash. You're just scooping it all up, aren't you? Or you're just scooping it all up, are you?
Sure.
The answers to mysteries are everywhere. Sorry, I'm keeping you from your hobby of collecting garbage. Don't let me interrupt. Right. I smell jumping puzzles. But I also smell crystals. mhm. Da, 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 da. So now I have some stuff to give these pyramids. Or these shrines. What's this? Destroyed Eden carving. Carving that details the god of destroyed Eden. A huge centaur god that roams space. He made a crown of asteroids and filled their caves with harems of fanged men he encountered on a dying planet. Nice. How about this one? Carving about the god Shadow Zero. Capricious god that caused destruction on every planet she touched. Tentacle-armed goat. So is this her? Alright. Might as well. A carving detailing the history of the god Beautiful Spectre. Master of the Astral Hunt. The Unending Skeleton. Scourge of the Caliber Solar System. Very interesting. Alright. And then... I'm gonna go down. And I follow this path. Will this lead me to KHX's apartment? I see a phone up there. I'll use this to save.
Getting saved.
KHX's workshop. There's a broken necklace with an order form. It's for Akiko. She asked KHX to fix her necklace.
Sure.
Maybe this puts her at the scene of a crime. This is exciting. There's an unsent letter to Crimson.
Ooh, the investigator is
KHX is accusing her of using him to get the secret of the second Holy Seal.
That's weird.
Was Crimson in a relationship with KHX? He says the key is missing and says he's going to tell Montserrat that Crimson took it. Oh. Why does Crimson want the key to the second Holy Seal?
That's strange.
KHX certainly seemed to have an obsession with Crimson. There's posters everywhere.
Got it.
KHX's diary. There's a lot of notes here. A lot of scrawl and technical drawings. They're interspersed with ramblings about ascending to heaven. He seemed to think he was chosen by the gods. He talks about Crimson being his queen in the astral heaven.
What the hell?
What was going on between them? I see Shinji way over there. Ooh. Yoink. Eh. Ooh. This tuft of hair is coarse like an animal's.
That's weird.
Hang on, is this goat hair? It's the same color as Crimson's head. And there's no sign of a struggle or fighting. There's no blood. There's something happened to KHX here. Or, if something happened to KHX here, was it cleaned up? Thinks Yuri is a gore fiend. He's worried that Yuri has released his violent urges after being turned down for a place in the council. Some medication. It must be night being an incessant yacht owner. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. I like it a lot, a lot. Just the art in this game sometimes, just mwah. Ooh, I see you. And I see you. Yeah. No. No. Nothing here. Gosh, where to go next? Let's puff up our chests and talk to Yuri. Okay. What do you know about the second holy seal? We don't know about the seals, freak. That's the point. Ever worn a space helmet, Yuri? Why would I wear a space helmet? To get through the second seal. Never been through it, freak.
Crime cannot hide.
A space helmet was discovered surrounded by pink petals that look like they came from your hat. That is the most tenuous thing I've ever heard, freak. You're grasping at straws. Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside of the council building? I don't know anything, investigator. I wasn't there. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? Didn't see her, freak. Did you see Crimson last night?
How dare you?
I knew she was ready for pickup, but I left her until the end. She hates it here, and I had the power to make her wait a little longer, so I did. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night?
You don't know me.
Seriously? Do I need to hold your hand? Go and speak to the Grand Marshal. Did you see Witness to the End last night? I'm aware the architect planned to visit him last night. You can check with her. How do you know?
Don't be snide.
I am the architect's assistant. I arrange her appointments and make sure that she can carry out her work without being obstructed by anyone else on this island. Whoops. Bye-bye. Let's maybe pay Crimson a visit. Although, I might not be able to get much because I am out of blood crystals. Alright then. It rains. It rains in paradise. I already unlocked that one. Yeah, despite there being hardly a cloud in the sky. Yeah, no. Crimson, crimson. We need to talk, Acid.
Secrets breed mystery.
You never call me Acid.
Mine is repulsive.
Why was KHX accusing you of stealing the key to the second Holy Seal?
You've got it wrong.
Shit.
Paradise feels...
This makes you a prime suspect. Spill it.
What do you mean?
I promise I didn't kill the council. I need you to know that.
Got it.
Get on with it. The Holy Seals are the holy grails of secret hunters. They're so locked down and under wraps.
What?
I was losing sleep each night thinking about them. I knew KHX designed the second seal, so I started talking to him. I also knew he was obsessed with me.
Sure.
Obsessed?
Honey.
More than I expected. I thought he was just horny for me. But he had got it into his head that if we achieved perfection on the next island, he'd ascend to heaven.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
His diary called you his queen in the astral heaven. Good snooping, lady. Since I'm blessed by the gods, he coveted me as a trophy queen.
That's strange.
The guy was out of his mind.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You keep using the past tense.
Thank you.
I'm not stupid. If the council got on the bad side of a killer and the person who designed part of their security is missing, he's either dead or might as well be.
Is this a fact
Did you do it?
or a truth?
Me.
Please. Even if he was going to squeal to Montserrat, I talked him down. I strung him along in our relationship. I could persuade him to do almost anything. Except give you the secret to the second Holy Seal. There was a data key he guarded. I took it and made a copy. Yeah, I know, Crimson. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. How did you copy it?
Weird.
You ask a lot of questions. Someone in Masahiro Heavy Industries owed me a favor. That favor was an hour in one of their high-end computer labs. It turned out to be a heavily encrypted digital key on a flash drive. I put the key back in his workshop, apologized profusely, and did something to take his mind off it.
Got it.
Did you use the key?
Business
No.
is business.
I know where and how, though. The obelisk's on the beach. The key works on them.
Sure.
And that's the second seal secret?
Don't be coy.
No, there's more, but I don't know what. Why didn't you use the key?
What do you mean?
Bad vibes, lady. I could feel it in the air. Things were happening on the island.
Paradise feels wrong.
It still makes you a suspect, Crimson. I know. What about the tuft of hair? I found a tuft of your hair in KHX's workshop. And
Is this a fact or a truth?
that puts you at the scene of a disappearance. Come on, lady, you know that doesn't prove anything. Alright. What is his alibi? Did you see Witness last night? I heard Carmelina went to visit him last night. You should speak to her. Can you tell me anything about the marshals stationed at the first seal? I already told you, one of the guards was Voth, Akiko's lover. Akiko must be pretty upset. You haven't heard anything strange about the marshals on the night? Things take a little while to flow downstream. Need to wait for loose lips. Second Holy Seal. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal? Only what I told you before. I got the key, but I don't know what's behind the seal. Or, I got the key, but I don't know what's behind the seal or what the secret is. Those are weird typos. Carmelina's motive? Why would Carmelina want to kill the council?
Good work.
You know this costs, right? Come back when you got a crystal to spend. Yeah. Alright. Hang out! Got time for a chat, Crimson? Tell me about your blessing. The 19th Island incident?
I have my way.
It was a weird island from the beginning. Strange feeling in the air. Like it was a powder keg waiting to go. About 2 centuries into it, the demonic invasion happened. Think it was a setup? You mean by the Syndicate? A conspiracy? I don't think so. We discovered an Eden cult in the apartments. They convinced themselves a passing comet was the god. They were amateurs, but managed to reach out into space. The demons flooded in. How does this keep happening? Why don't we ever manage to prevent this? Try as you might, you can't stop insurrection in a society. The Syndicate never learn. If you mass abduct a population and enslave them, they're gonna act out. That's the secret to Perfect 25. Carmelina and Masahiro came up with psychic retardant material for the buildings. You're never gonna stop citizens reaching out to the gods. The islands have to be able to withstand it. So you fought the fight and got blessed? Not just a pretty face, lady. Akiko and her marshals were pinned down at the temple. I held the line at the council building. Akiko's never forgiven me. She was convinced the demon general would go for the temple. I believed otherwise. After the battle, the gods blessed me and I got this new head. Story time's over, lady. Be glad I didn't charge you for this. Go save paradise instead of hanging around in a sewer. I'll be back for another story. Your journey be endless. May you reach the moon. Okay, Who next? Who next? Carmelina? Lydia? Akiko? Doctor? Let me save first.
Getting saved.
Ooh. I almost missed that. Yoink!
Those crystals are tight.
Yoink!
Those crystals are tight.
Yoink!
Those crystals are tight.
So much money found in trash. Yoink!
Those crystals are tight.
Who's just throwing away free money? I think I climbed this very staircase before. Yes, I did. Yep, and there's a crystal right there just taunting me. Got it!
Those crystals are tight.
Okay, already cracked it. Ooh. Yoink!
Those crystals are tight.
Ooh.
Relic of
Ill-fated pleading letter. A mother pleads for mercy. Her son transgressed. Love between the syndicate and citizens is expressly forbidden. Ooh. I see a little fridge over there. Yoink!
Those crystals are tight.
Let's actually go talk to Lydia.
On travel unlocked.
Just while I'm passing through.
Don't like in the tight.
Plants are very calming. We could all do with some calm. Yoink!
Those crystals are tight.
Electricity locked. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'd say this is a game that's pretty easy to get lost in. What the hell? Was I just here? What? I'm so confused. Yeah, I'll just go this way. Walk right over Crimson. On my way to Lydia. Base towers. The towers sparkle in the waning sun, a cascade of jewels as far as the eye can see. Alright. Symbol of a kiss. A kiss while the many-eyed goat watches is the most romantic of kisses. Okay. What can you tell me about Yuri and what he was doing last night?
Right on, LD.
I was talking with him all night. He was my handler for the pickups. Pickups?
I'm glad you're back, LD.
You know, LD, the move to the next island. The islands exist in separate pockets of reality, so we can't just hop on a boat trip over there. We have to go through the Paradise Gates, get our transdimensional travel on. Masahiro Heavy Industries built this car to do it. It's the only thing on the island that can go through the gates, and I'm the ferry woman. On the night an island ends, I wait for syndicate members to report to Yuri that they're done with their duties. Yuri calls me and arranges a pickup. I grab them and take them through the gates to the new island.
The investigator is here.
You were in contact with him all night?
The island feels bad.
Well, there was a time when I couldn't contact him. When we got to the Paradise Gates, I checked in with him to confirm the warm-up sequence started, but I couldn't get through to him.
That's weird.
Any idea why? Is it unusual?
Improve it? Sure.
It has happened a couple of times before. The reality folding drive sometimes causes it. Just odd it happened last night of all nights. I'll try checking his phone records at a comms tower. If I can find one. I don't really even know what I'm looking for in that regard. Is there anything else you can tell me about about Henry's movements? The Henry's movements last night.
Why?
For real, LD? You need to speak to Akiko. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
Right on, LD.
Sorry, LD, didn't see Akiko-chan. Have you asked her about it? Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside of the council building?
Huh?
Not a thing, LD. I was working last night. What do you know about the second seal? It's a secret, LD. I've never been through that big door in the council building. Did you see Witness to the End last night? He's usually in his apartment. I heard Khan went to see him, though. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Henry caused the demons to corrupt this island, LD. You seen the Dead Zone? It's a nightmare rift we're not allowed into. If you're looking for more answers, try in there. I found something. Did you see Crimson last night?
What are you talking about, LD?
Have you asked her yourself, LD? I didn't see her last night. Did you see the doctor last night? DJ said he was in his clinic all night. Have you asked him? Has Yuri got motive for killing the council?
Damn it, LD.
He's ambitious and wants power. Just straight up.
Prove it. Sure.
He hasn't earned it, though. Unearned power is bad news, LD.
What the hell are you talking about?
He used to be small time, a shitty little kid, but one day he got buff. One day?
What?
Yeah, it was weird. Almost overnight he became handsome, got six-pack abs, and started to be charming.
If you can prove
His,
it, sure.
his charm's fake, though. He's trying to get his own way all the time. Be careful with him. He's been trying to push his own agenda on the council, but it's never gone well. Montserrat was fixed on his plan. Yuri wasn't going to push him around. I got a bad feeling about him a while back and pulled some records from the Moon database. Here, take them. Huh. Try asking Sammy as well. People get loose-lipped in a bar.
It's complicated.
LD, I have something I think we should discuss. Yeah? You have something you want to tell the investigator?
The island feels bad, LD.
This is a sensitive subject, LD. For who? It's about someone on the island, but it might be something you don't want to hear about. I'm an investigator. The truth doesn't care about feelings. You know I told you that Yuri suddenly got ripped overnight? He became a new person? What if it was God that did it?
What the hell?
You mean a blessing?
If you can prove
Deception.
it, sure.
That's dangerous talk. The goddess Enchanted Blue bestows physical gifts in return for the devotion.
It's complicated.
Deception by a god is a crime. I don't want to just accuse him. What makes you so sure? He's been going on and on about retrieving her body. She's dormant in the Sahara Caverns in the real world. Yuri wants the council to authorize an op to go and get her. That's suicide. Enchanted Blue is guarded by elite custodians. I know. There's no way Montserrat will let it happen. I think that's why he's been pushing to get on the council. If he's been deceived, would he really kill the council? He's not going to be on the new council.
The island.
What if he doesn't stop until he is? I'll keep your suspicions secret, but I'll look into it. Thanks, Lydia. May your spectre gaze upon a star. May you reach the moon. Alright. Yuri's phone was unreachable when Lydia says it was. Yep. I don't know, Yuri, you're looking pretty sus. You're looking pretty shady right now. 22nd Island sequence. The vampire murders begin. We will be haunted by this vile monster in our ranks. Yep, I know the drill. A carving detailing the god Endless Moon. The Goat Woman, settled in France and defended the country from dire rose, imprisoned in the underground palace in France during the Great Betrayal. Aspirational view. Wouldn't it be great to have an apartment with a view like this? Imagine how few problems you'd have. I might not just take your word for that. Oh, hello. It happened right here! Can you believe it?
Sure.
Believe what? A horror! A waking horror! This island is a carnival of nightmares. It has its charms. You're insane! All of you insane! You're lucky you weren't got by him. By who? The vampire! That horror! The vampire horror! A vampire killed you? On this beach! A nighttime stroll resulted in gross murder! Did the marshals investigate? No one cared! No one believes in vampires! It happened! I can't leave this place until I know there's evidence.
I need to investigate this.
Finding evidence is what I do. The horror! I found the evidence when I searched the surgery at the Syndicate HQ.
The truth is revealed.
You were the 5th victim. Vampire report. The murders were covered up. The cause of the vampirism was never found. The killer was caught because of you. Me?
The investigator is here.
The killer left a trace of saliva on you. They found him, a citizen. He was arrested. The horror is gone! I can ascend! Take this! A blue demon gave it to me. He could see me. Blood crystal. Nice. Oh, it was 2 blood crystals. I will not complain. Yep, so I'm here on the beach. There's another crystal right here. Yoink. Another money right here. Yoink. Pyramids. What can we find over here? Oh. Haha. I'm getting richer and richer. This button isn't working. I need to activate it first. Pyramids. Blast! 19th Island sequence. When you sat with me and looked at the moon. Is this the comms tower? Ancient text. Most of these texts were destroyed after the Great Betrayal. Those that still exist in the real world are approved by them.
Night night, Jay. Night night. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good, have good sleep. I love you.
Yep. Music. Headlights on the shore. Midnight melancholy on a desolate road. You can't beat it. Absolute loneliness. Just you and the choices you made. Make sure you get home safe.
And I still love my wifeys. I love my wifey so much. Cuddle puddle. I love, love, love.
Now that I know what that is, I hate that. God, where do I even go? What if I went to talk to Akiko? Just a bit more. Just antagonize her a little bit more. Finished off the cider. Now all I got is water.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
KHX is missing. Tell me about why your necklace is in KHX's workshop. You think you've stumbled onto something, don't you, Nenorochito? Got me at the scene of a crime? KHX made my necklace and it broke a while ago. I took it to him to get it repaired before the end of the island. When was this? About a month ago. When he went missing, I accepted that fate had decided that a necklace wasn't supposed to go to the next island. It's important to let things go. So you haven't been to his workshop in the last few days? There are slightly more important things to do at the end of an island. Okay. Got a minute, Akiko? You're going to die. Humor me. Do you do anything outside of soldiering? Why are you so interested to know? We're all part of the syndicate. I'm trying to establish a friendship. Why would I want to have a friendship with a Dobitaku like you? Friends and relationships expand our worldview. They can also provide comfort and support.
I'll kill you!
Tikalos!
The investigator is here.
Just tell me something about yourself. Do you have a pet? A pet? Fine. 2 goldfish. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Guys de Dureros. What are their names? I'm not telling you that.
That's strange.
What drew you to fish? Did you have them as a kid? In the barracks, just after I was taken in by the new Night Army. I looked after them while I adjusted to military life.
The investigator is here.
Do you miss those days? War is no place for children, Prost. I did what I had to. What about...
I'll kill
That's
you.
it. I'm done. No more. Goodbye, Nanorochito.
You're trying to find the wrong truth.
Nanorochito.
Sure.
Is there something else, Akiko? No, it's nothing. Approbia. Akiko, it seemed like you had something you wanted to say earlier. It was nothing, Nanorochito.
I don't like this.
Spit it out. We're both busy. Do you know something about someone on the island?
Nenorochito!
Fine. It's about Crimson.
Nanny, the hell?
What about her? She came to me in secret to ask about becoming a marshal.
The hut
I don't give this information up lightly, Nenorochito.
is prof.
She used to be a fine soldier. She was blessed by the gods for her role in repelling the 19th Island invasion.
Is prof.
I'm the only syndicate member allowed to be a marshal. There was nothing I could do for her.
What the hell?
Why are you telling me this? Henry is your only suspect.
Do you want to die?
Henry did it, Nenorochito. No doubt. I'm just telling you that there may be someone that could benefit from him, that would benefit from him doing it. I'll look into it. Thank you, Akiko. He. I will melt that icy soldier heart. I probably should have fast traveled first. Oh well. Alright, memorializes fallen members of the Syndicate. Agfields. Let's try to do a little more exploring, if we can. Money! Don't think there's anything of importance down there. So we'll try not to fall. What's going on over here, though? Citizen housing. Okay, is that a comms tower? Or... can I just... is it just luring me in with false promises? First alcohol. Why do it? Why do what? The crime, the murder, the paradise killing. To reshape the world. When you pull a trigger or thrust a knife, the world branches. The old world is gone. It exists in history. Then history is forgotten. The world is remade. Or reshaped. It depends. You all live in the new world after that. The world must get reshaped a lot. More than you know. Gothic second. Aged for longer in specially constructed crypts tended to by self-professed ghouls. Their obsession took them and warped them. All they do is caress the barrels until it is time to bottle. Heyo Shinji. I could really go for a cocktail.
How?
How did you get into cocktails? When the bar closes, I hang out on the roof and down whatever's left. Cocktails are one of the few good things humans have made.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
What's your favorite? I like a nice mojito. Lots of rum and mint.
I have a bad feeling.
We
about
should stop this conversation. It's been so long since I had a mojito. Want to grab a few and watch the island die? No can do. Whatever. Whatevs. Hackin' square. Okay. Comms tower. Or so I'd like to hope. Sammy is down here. No, that's an elevator. Of course. Of course it's not a comms tower. But then where the fuck is a comms tower? I'm sick of this shite. Luxury yacht. Donchies used to be aspirational apartment blocks. Can I get a ride? Over here? Is there anything to do over here? Right. Okay. Haha.
Nightmare computer. Nightmare computer unlocked.
Cool. I've got the locks to the Paradise Gates.
Sure.
Let's see. Multiple entries for Lydia and other Syndicate members through the night. Most of the Syndicate were taken through the gates to the next island. 2356, camera log, Lydia Daybreak, Sam Daybreak arrive. Blood vials authenticated, Lydia Daybreak, Sam Daybreak. 2357, Paradise Gates war mode sequence initiated. 0006, status critical, Paradise Gates sealed, authorization judge. Paradise Gates emergency purge. Blood vials removed, Lydia Daybreak, Sam Daybreak. Relay to 2356, camera log, Lydia Daybreak, Sam Daybreak leave.
Got it.
Lydia and Sam started the warm-up sequence for the gates, but didn't enter them. The gates were shut down and purged their power when Judge ordered the lockdown. The camera on the nightmare computer confirms they were here the entire time. Their alibi is solid. Alright. The Paradise Gates. The passage to the next island sequence. The gates are in lockdown until I solve this case. Yeah. So it be. Alley-oop. Damn. Marshal Barracks. What is that?
Don't test me.
Drag marks leading off the edge of the cliff.
Sure.
They lead away from KHX's workshop.
Got it.
Suspicious. Aha! Bit of money. Nope. Nope, not getting that one. Just yet. This is KHX.
Got it.
Was. Is.
Don't test
I've
me.
never been a fan of metaphysicality.
The investigator is here.
I sometimes drank with him. He was quite reserved, but opened up after a beer. Intense guy. Focused. Obsessive. What is the body telling me? Head trauma. KHX suffered a massive blow to the head. There's blood everywhere, and it looks like the skull is cracked. He was struck once, and for his sake, I hope he died immediately. Victims of attacks from the front often know the attacker, so it was probably one of the syndicate. Death grip fist. KHX's fist is gripping something tightly. It's an ornate ring with a deep blue sapphire set into it. Why was KHX gripping this so tightly when he died? Did this belong to the attacker?
I don't like this.
I assume he is dragged here and dumped off the edge of the cliff. This is a secluded spot.
What the hell?
There's a ring in his death grip fist. Why was he holding this when he died? Is this a message? It's a gaudy ring with this bright sapphire inset. Rest in peach. Rest in peach! KHX. I'll find out what happened to you. May you enjoy your afterlife feasting on said peaches and cream. Ooh. A little shrine. Little altar. Carving about the god Lost Pain. Escaped to the moon's dark side. Has been leeching power from the core of the moon. Worshipped by the moon cult. He will drain the moon dry to regain his power. Desires to scorch the earth clean in his revenge. And this is Playful Stones. A common game among children is Celestial Thrones. Stones are arranged on a grid, and players take turns moving them to capture the opponent's stones and stacking them. Huh. my first thought was like, you know, in 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 like the Japanese myths of hell, like like children's limbo or something. Like they would always try to stack stones to reach high enough to break onto the surface, and there's Onis that constantly go around and knock over their stacks, so they have to start all over again. It's really depressing. Also, I'm pretty sure the blood crystal was actually, like, interfering with the audio there. I don't think I've ever noticed that. I'll have to see if it happens again. It might be, with items in general. Recording 5. The lines stop and start. Geometric, crisscrossing the air. But not everywhere. I had a visit from the marshals. They're on to me. I bet it was the guy next door. All he does is feed the fish and gossip. Get a life. Feed the fish? Fishy suspicious. Yeah, okay. All blood crystals do that. This is a boarding point for boat trips which go around the island. The sign says that the boat rides were shut down by Yuri Knight a few days ago.
Sure.
There's no reason given. I wonder why. Why would he shut them down early? The blue! The ocean is so blue! More blue than it has any right to be! Maybe a god lies buried beneath that sand. Right. What do we got now? A3. Power of Goat. A soda with additives to give you an energy boost. You too can have the power of the Holy Goat. Oh, I spy a Shinji. Do you think whoever did the murder is evil? They have to be, right? Murder is evil, and so on. Evil is a worthless trait cowards assign to people they wish didn't exist. It's a hand wave. By not examining why we think of them as evil, we learn less about ourselves and our society. The Syndicate is trying to resurrect a race of alien gods that enslaved man and fought millennia-long wars. I don't think you should be spouting off about evil. Yeah. You know what, Shinji? I agree with you. That's a surprise. I had some time to think in the Idle Lands. Oh man, I love it when people lose their faith. Have a good one, you heathen.
Satan is my sugar mama.
Is this another one? Another drink? Yep. C5. Yeah, I see 5. It's right there. Pillar flower. A standard carbonated soda drink. Popular with people that enjoy sitting on their balconies trying not to look their neighbor in the eye. I see. I already got this one. was here. How did I not notice that before? Oop. Careful now. How about this? Okay. I can crack it. Nice. What is in here? What to find? Another tunnel. Another altar. 12th island sequence. Centuries of visions. Every clock remained at 0, and we all saw great stone citadels on a forgotten planet. Yes. Cosmic Deceit. A carving that details the god Cosmic Deceit. The many-armed iguana, buried under the shifting sands of the bizarre purple desert hidden in Egypt. A nasty and selfish god. He died after his plan to seduce Romeo Silence was foiled by the Syndicate. Are these the devs? Despairing diary. A diary from a worker in the power station. You're complaining about abnormal time distortions from being near the reality folding drive. Lost time, days that go on for months, and unexpected age regression are all common side effects. Yoink. I mean, if these are like people that actually died, then yeah, just moment of silence. The music was less than ideal. What makes a good killer? You mean someone that's good at killing, or someone that doesn't get caught? The first one.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Coldness. Passion leads to mistakes. If someone survives being killed, you've messed up.
I don't like this.
If you can kill like it's the most routine thing in the world, you make a good killer. What about not getting caught?
The investigator is here.
You either need to disappear or make it seem too ridiculous that you could have been involved. You think there's someone like that on the island? If there wasn't, I wouldn't be here. Good point. More nightmares. And I am here. The reality folding drive. How about that? Well, ideal to unlock fast travel. Symbols of the witness. The end of something is priceless. It can never be experienced again. It can never be traded. What if things shouldn't end, though? Let me talk to this person first. My dreams, filled with endless images. Working at the power plant. A cursed life. The assignment we all fear. Worse than the deep factory. Your thoughts disappear. Replaced by lives you haven't lived. Lives you won't lead. Lives you might lead. Time disappears. The same day recycled. The same day disappears. My mind broke. 1,000,000 shards. I can't ascend to heaven without knowing who I am. I just remember my fish tank. Outside my apartment. Near the convenience store. I loved those fish. Who am I? It's almost like it was addressed as a riddle.
Getting saved.
So what is there to find here? Other than, of course, giant machinery. Yoink.
Crystal of Time. On travel unlocked.
Symbol of a barmaster. The perfect drink on a perfect evening. Bliss. It never lasts, though. The night always ends. The morning always comes. Routine will always be waiting for you. Oh boy. If you wanted to make sure you sober up for the drive home, that's a bit of a sobering thought. Okay, what do we got? Speaking of sober... Our currency doesn't work. It works as much as anything does. Why is there a limit if it's just blood? If people don't have limits, they start going crazy. The island gets out of balance. I want to see that. No, you don't. Nakami's Masterpiece 4. A whiskey made by a master, responsible for a number of classics. The number 4 is an undisputed masterpiece. Nothing? Yoink. 11th Island Sequence. The God Hunters have yet to make their move. We continue to resurrect our gods. Timidly. This was wholly unbefitting. A locked locker. Lockered. The name Ezra Albertine is on the locker. Ezra Albertine. Does that bear any significance whatsoever? Currently, I'm inclined to think not. Is that a comms tower? Anything hiding in these little nooks? Oh, there's bound to be something up here. Can't see it though. Unless, like, there's an off chance that it's just a texturing mistake, which doesn't seem likely. But also, I stepped into the water.
Sooty.
D1. Yep, that's D1. Provocative flower. A sweet seasonal drink popular with kids. Uses flavors from flowers around the island to create a unique taste. Seems like it might be a flavor I might enjoy, because I've never outgrown, or at least I've yet to outgrow, my extremely high threshold for, like, maximal sweetness. It's gonna take something really sweet, like super inhumanly sweet, in order to make me think it's, like, too much. Thanks for free music. Go-go style. The sun is out. Go! Get your shades. We have to stare into the sun. The sun! That's not good for you. Ugh, blast this fence. Parkour. Dance, come on, get down on the floor. We've taken it upon ourselves to move a little more. Dance, get up, show us what you got. We're gonna rock your party, now let's take it to the top. Oh, forget it. If you're not gonna beatbox, I'm off. What the hell is this? Valve handle. Looks like I'll be able to turn something with this. Okay. It might be part of a puzzle. Proud pin badge. Pin badge made to celebrate Perfect 25. Yoink. Always with the jumping puzzles. Always with the platforming. How do... Oh, what is this? Protest letter. Manifesto letter written by protesting workers. Oh? Oh. I had something going, but I need to be over there. And I don't really want to bother right now. Dead Nebula Agriculture Admin Building. Workers must report to supervisor before beginning shift.
Loquacious jellyfish.
During the wars of prehistory, the gods brought jellyfish to the earth from another planet and used them as messengers.
It's Hanachu. It's Kayakurage.
It's Slum! It's Slum Beefy! A lot of jelly tubers. Recording 4. They're watching me. They know I can see the lines. I can never see them clearly, but they're there, the watchers. I asked Joseph if he could see the lines. He couldn't either. People in the apartment are looking at me weird. Someone has been gossiping. Okay. Yeah, that's the same one. What's that? There's something down there. I can't reach it though. I can reach this though. Yoink. Alright. I'm gonna inspect probably like over here a bit if I can. Shinji? Want to know what I think about crime? I'm sure this will be a revelation. Will you get off my dicks about everything love dies? Stop being snide. It doesn't suit you. You know what? Piss off. You're not getting my thoughts on crime. You don't deserve it. Alright then. Is this the comms tower I was so eager to find? Is it tower to verify any cell phone data I can find? Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Alright.
I'm glad to be back.
That's got it.
Sure.
There's usually an interface at the top of the towers where I can verify cell phone data I've found. This tower can help me scan phone records. Yuri. I've got the records. It looks like all the calls made to or by Yuri happened at the celebratory gardens. All the calls from last night are from Yuri to Lydia, all about the same length. These are him directing her to different syndicate members for pickup. Please review the data between 2350 and 0.
That's weird.
There's a gap. The phone went dark for 10 minutes. Why? Unknown. This matches up with what Lydia told me. There's a gap in time where Yuri's phone couldn't be contacted and no one can account for him. This tower can help me oh yeah.
Got it.
Got the record. A call was made by Akiko to Witness. Witness was in his apartment.
That's strange.
But it says Akiko was at the Syndicate HQ. That's weird. She told me she was at the Desolation Cell.
Don't test me.
She lied to me.
The investigator is here.
There's an unknown number in here. It's not in any Syndicate phone records. 833-211-2S9116RD. It was dialed at midnight last night. The call picked up but ended in under a second.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That might be innocuous. It probably isn't, though. Well, I've got my clues. And how convenient that there's fast travel right here. Skylines offer infinite possibilities. Let's ride! Alright, Right. We're gonna confront Akiko. Akiko, miss, you got some splaining to do.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Where did you say you were when you phoned witness?
Do you want to die?
You make my life unbearable. I'm just trying to find the truth.
You're trying to find the wrong truth.
I called him as I left the desolation cell.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Well, I've been able to access your phone records. They say you were elsewhere.
Nenorochito.
Nenorochito. Where?
Crime is repulsive.
Why don't you tell me where you really were? I was here. How did you access that data?
I'm glad to be back.
Running witness's phone through a comms tower? Ishtpros? You try to backtrace the position of an encrypted phone through a comms tower? Of course the location is different. The encryption bounces the signal around.
Sure.
I'll take your word for it. Well, alright then. Got a minute, Akiko? You're going to die.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Why do you hate me so much, Akiko? I thought you were the investigation freak. It's not that hard to figure out. What's your problem? Is this a soldier versus civvy thing?
Check.
Case file completed. You've solved the mystery. Why does it have to be like this? Way of the world. We exist in different planes. We see different things. I work so that you may sleep at night. You trot about without a care in the world. Oh, come on, let's be nice. We all appreciate what you do. No, you don't. Soldiers are just a necessary evil. We spend our lives in service and are discarded when we're not needed. We get some ceremonies and platitudes, and then all my troops perish with the island to start a new cycle. We're done here. Goodbye, Nenorochito. May your night be bright. Nothing new that Henry could provide. Alright. Well, next up, we gotta point the finger at Yuri. Yuri, Yuri, Yuri. I unlocked that fast travel point, and yet... Alright. I'm back, bitch. Okay. Motive. Enchanted Blue is secured by god hunters in the real world. She's in the pyramids hidden in the caverns in the Sahara. The Syndicate exists to resurrect the gods. How can we sit idly by when a goddess is in the hands of the enemy?
Sure.
Retrieving her would be a suicide mission. You're familiar with deception by gods, right?
Oh, so pathetic.
Like you, the disgraced freak? I haven't been deceived. That's a crime. Future counselors can't commit crimes, can we? How did you go through such a big transformation? Enchanted Blue blesses those she deceives with physical perfection. You're saying I'm perfect, freak? You like what you see?
I don't like this.
I'm not into little boys.
Insufferable.
Ugh, you're a joke, freak. You're going to fail and go back to exile if you keep focusing on everyone except the killer.
I don't like this.
What if you're the killer? Is this the brilliance of your investigation technique? Just ask rhetorical questions and hope someone confesses.
Nonsense.
Judge made a mistake bringing you back. I've scanned your phone. You can have it back now.
Freak.
Believe me now, freak. My job isn't to believe. I need proof. And now you have proof.
The truth is revealed.
There's a 10-minute period where your phone went dark. Your alibi has a hole.
Got it.
Lydia told me she lost contact with you last night during this 10-minute window. She tried to contact you while she was waiting at the Paradise Gates just before the murder.
Huh?
And
Why?
were you in the council building? You didn't want to be contacted?
Nonsense.
Of course not.
Freak.
The reality folding drive might have disrupted the communications. At the end of an island, the folding drive does a final burst to power both islands during the transition. The radiation sometimes causes localized areas of communication and electrical interference.
That's weird.
That seems convenient.
Don't make me laugh.
What do you want me to say? God, the slime. Alright. Kind of blended into the little bit of red, it made it hard to see.
Ha-
Do it!
Those crystals are tight.
Buy my drink. G1. Indefinable spectrum. A popular chilled canned coffee. A blend of different flavors made to satisfy any coffee lover. Ooh. I'm interested. Okay. Let's talk to Carmelina. Carmelina. Up here.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
Don't test me.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
Case files. A lot to talk about. How was Witness last night? Anything strange?
Believe what you want.
He wasn't happy I was there. He seemed agitated. did this behavior manifest? His mask lets you see more than he thinks it does. Surprise, confusion, worry.
The investigator is here.
Do you think he was involved with the murder? That's not for me to say. I'm just trying to be helpful. Did you see Yuri last night?
How dare you?
He is my secretary investigator. He is my secretary investigator. It would be strange were I not to see him. So that was before you went to Witness's apartment? Yes, we concluded our business for the day and he left to deal with the fairy woman from the celebratory gardens. Yuri claims that the reality folding drive caused a comms blackout last night. Is that something that can happen with the reality folding drive? Why are you asking me? The drive is operated by Masahiro Heavy Industries, but none of their representatives are left on Paradise. You're the architect, so I thought you might know something. I can't help you with the specifics, but there have been instances of the drive causing blackouts at the end of an island. Did you experience it last night? No. They're localized, though, so that isn't to say it didn't happen. The drive performs a burst of power each island. It throws a lot of radiation and particles out into the air. If Yuri was in a patch of radiation, it would have caused a blackout temporarily.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's convenient that it happened around the time of the murder?
How dare you?
Do you? That's what I'm trying to work out. Yuri is a loyal member of the Syndicate. You do well to focus on the real suspect instead. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
Craft is its own reward.
While I was with the witness, he got a call from Akiko. You should ask him about it. Thank you, Architect. Witness said the same thing. Crimson. See Crimson last night.
We have achieved perfection.
I didn't see Miss Acid last night. She was probably in her little den. Go and speak to her. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Surely you've spoken to the Grand Marshal about what he did. Henry's possession. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? I'm not sure what help I can be. Henry was possessed and allowed demons onto our precious island. My hard work was destroyed. The dead zone is a reminder of his crime. Do you know anything about the murder of the marshal guards outside of the council building? Losing fine marshals to a killer like that is a tragedy. Unfortunately, I don't have any further insight for you, investigator. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal? It's one of the big mysteries, isn't it, investigator? Isn't it, investigator? You're the architect and you don't know? Security. It's the only bit of the island I don't design.
Craft is its own reward.
It is better for the council to design their security and keep the secret to themselves. Can I ask you something, architect? How can I help, Lady Love Dies?
Sure.
This island has an air of quietude.
We have achieved perfection.
Indeed it does. There is a balance here. Where does the balance come from? Positioning a function creates form. The functions of the island are arranged as a diamond on a compass. Everything has a place only it can have. And that is apparent. An architect that is scared of function and tries to hide it away is a coward with narrow tastes. How do you mean? It is not happenstance that I choose to expose the workings of the island. For example, electricity meters on the sides of buildings are not hidden in a more form-fitting hatch or closet. They're exposed and allow us to appreciate their function. If we can find function visually appealing, we have grown.
Craft is its own reward.
The circumstances you find yourself in are of course terrible, but I do hope you enjoy your time exploring this island.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Thank you for your time, Architect.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Investigator, can we discuss something of a delicate nature? Hmm? Do you have something you want to tell the investigator?
I beg your pardon?
I don't know if this is relevant, but I will disclose it. At midnight, Witness was fiddling with his phone.
Sure.
Did you see what he was doing? I didn't.
I don't like this.
Midnight was when the council were murdered. We were in the middle of conversation. He abruptly took out his phone and started using it. He was tapping at it for a few seconds.
The investigator is here.
Did he say what it was about? No, he acted like nothing happened. Thank you, Architect. Whoops.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so just look over case files. Yada yada yada. And next, I feel like I should probably go talk to Crimson.
Ha-
Yoink! Surprised I haven't seen that crystal sooner. Just double checking. So, Secretary Starlight's skin. Or, the slow poison of ambition creeps through your veins, never living for the moment, but the next moment. The next moment will forever be out of reach. It doesn't exist. It never can. I know I could probably fast travel over to Crimson, but I don't know, it's just, it doesn't feel like she's too hard to reach. Like, it's not a terrible inconvenience. Alright. Carmelina's motive. Why would Carmelina want to kill the council?
Nice doing business with
You know this costs, right? Pleasure doing business. Carmelina isn't allowed on the council. The Silence family were barred from ever being on the council. You remember her father's crime, right? Romeo's fall from grace?
Ooh, the investigator is here.
He was deceived by cosmic deceit. Bingo. Cosmic deceit deceived him with promises of power. Standard stuff. Cosmic deceit wanted Romeo to sacrifice crying grudge in a ritual. That would give Cosmic Deceit enough power to resurrect. Resurrecting the gods is our mission, but not at the expense of deceptions and sacrificing other gods.
I have my way.
Romeo was stopped before he could go through with it. His punishment was execution, and the rest of his family being barred from a council seat for eternity.
That's strange.
The ruling still stands? Carmelina is on the throne right now. Judge thinks they made the right call. It's a temporary situation.
Thank you.
She's the highest rank outside of the council, and we're about to move to a new perfect island that Carmelina designed. Its transition to our eternal home needs to go right, and she's best placed to get us through it. Has Carmelina protested the ruling in the past? She submitted motions to have the ruling overturned and to get on the council. All have been denied, though. Can I see these motions? Of course. I pulled them from the Moon database. I'll give you a little extra for free. I don't know if this helps with anything, though. Hit me. About 25 years ago, Carmelina went into isolation for a year. No one saw her. Any idea why? She said it was for work. She had a new project and didn't want to be disturbed. Nothing ever came out of it, though. We were never shown the fruits of her labor.
Got it.
Why do you think this matters? You know when you get a bad feeling and it festers? Maybe I just needed to say it out loud. Maybe it means something. I'll see what I find. Witness's motive. Do you know why Witness would want to kill the council? Let's see your crystal.
Business is business.
Not yet. Not yet. Any idea how I could track down a phone number?
Business is booming.
I have my ways. I can run a search for you. There's a service charge, of course. Damn.
Thank you.
Yuri? Did you experience a comms blackout last night when the reality folding drive burst? Not down here. Those are very rare, lady. If he's using that as an alibi, you need to be skeptical. I see. Well, okay.
Business is business. Good.
Thanks, lady. What's the number? 833-2112 as 9116 RD. Let's see. Nothing. That number isn't registered to a phone on the island. Are there unregistered phones? No, Masahiro controls the phone output. Everything is registered. I have a back door into their system so I can scope the numbers. Is there anything else that could have a number attached to it? Not a clue. You're gonna need to go looking. Why Witness would want to kill a council. See your crystal. Here you go, darling. I know Witness was growing to despise Montserrat.
Don't be coy.
Montserrat was tightening his grip on us all. Montserrat was giving into paranoia, worried about his precious perfect island.
We're in a dark time.
History was repeating. The island was shrouded in fear. We'd all grown complacent and happy in our freedoms. Montserrat had always been building towards a perfect island and a perfect syndicate. As you know, the syndicate was formed with the goal of resurrecting our gods. 24 islands in, and we weren't doing a good job.
Don't be coy.
Almost all the pyramids out in the ocean sit empty. Montserrat didn't care, though. He decided that was step 2. Step 1? Step 1 was the syndicate? Our efforts have always been divided between resurrecting the gods and improving the islands. If Montserrat could make the syndicate perfect, he could give our full attention to the gods, or we could give our full attention. Why wouldn't Witness want to go along with that? You've been gone a while. Montserrat changed. So did Witness. Witness didn't trust Montserrat at all.
The investigator is here.
Has Witness been deceived by a god? Not that I'm aware of. I've never had that suspicion. I think this is just some self-radicalization. He slipped further and further into worship and fear of the astral masters. You don't need to be deceived into being a servant when you've got a healthy dose of the end times fear in you. So Witness murders the council to put the fear of the gods into them and refocus the syndicate on our holy mission? I'm not saying that's what happened, but if you want to pin a motive on Witness, it's what I'd go with. Witness believes we're heading for the end times. How can we have end times if our gods are dead or dormant? Only a handful of gods came to Earth. The rest of them are out there. Or out there. The gods are self-serving morons. They've never looked out for their own kind.
Who knows?
Take it up with Witness. I have no time for religious debates. What do you know about Lydia and Sam?
Business is booming.
I know that it will cost you.
Thank you.
I know about their last job.
That's
What
strange.
What last job?
Thank you.
Back in the day, Lydia told you that after she'd met Sam, they left the world of assassination for good, right? It isn't that easy. Once you're in that world, you are bound to it until you fulfill all your duties. An assassin is the most effective tool in the world. All tools have owners. In order to leave their old life behind, Lydia's former master had her do one last job.
Who knows?
She had to destabilize a government in Europe. Several dead officials allowed for a regime change.
What the hell?
Why didn't she tell me this? We've been friends for millennia. She's ashamed. They vowed to end the killing. Sam helped her do the job. They were in it together. It's not as romantic as the story they told everyone, is it? Or not as romantic as they told everyone, is it? Always be suspicious of romantic stories, lady. Life doesn't work like that. Is this what the council murder is? A regime change?
Good work.
Who can say? Was it revenge? A crime of passion? A regime change? You've got some investigating to do. And that's everything as far as case files. Let's hang out for a bit. Not time for a chat, Crimson? Why is no one else blessed? The gods work in mysterious ways. Depends on who catches their eye. What do you really want to talk about? You're not here to shoot the breeze about divine blessings. I can see it in your eyes. Can I ask you about Isaiah? Or Isaiah? I was wondering when we'd get to the ex-husband topic. What do you want to know?
Sure.
What's he doing now? He's still responsible for the citizen management, abduction, reconditioning, distribution. Did he ever forgive me? I think so. Took him a while.
Secrets breed mystery.
He trusted you implicitly. You know that. Your deception by damned harmony upended his world.
Doesn't add up.
Not just your crime, but the faith he'd put in you. We all believed in the great lady love ties, the investigation freak of the syndicate. No one believed in you as much as Isaiah did. The shock of the damned harmony incident was realizing that if you can be deceived by a god, any of us can. No one was more surprised than me. I thought I was untouchable. I can believe it.
I have my way.
To answer your question, he did forgive you. All of the old drinking gang did. You need to know, though, that he's with Madame Complex now.
Sorry.
I wasn't planning on chasing after him. I destroyed his life once already. He's on the next island, one of Lydia's first pickups last night. Not a lot for the citizen manager to do once the slaughter is completed.
Sorry.
I'm glad he's not a suspect. Time to move on, lady. Understood.
B.
Lady, I have something to tell you. Yes?
Sure.
There's something you want to tell the investigator?
Who knows?
I told you about the key from KHX. I didn't tell you another part of the story. I've been worried about what's going on, but you need to know. I seduced KHX for my own interest, but someone else asked me to do it as well. Who? Witness. Why?
Don't be coy.
He wanted the key. I don't know why, but he asked for it. He wanted it modified for remote access. A dongle could be placed in a control panel and then used to remotely access it. It needed a line of sight, though. That amount of data could easily drop packets if the signal was blocked.
Crime is repulsive.
Did you give it to him? Yes. Why? He promised to help me.
Got it.
With what? He said he had a plan for the next island that would allow me to keep my freedom and allow me to return to active service.
Got it.
Crimson.
Who knows?
I know. I didn't expect it to be this. If this was him.
When love dies,
This is the
all
truth?
that remains are the facts.
This is the truth? Yes. I've got some work to do. Haha! Alright. So many juicy clues and tidbits. Alright. So what I think I'm gonna do... What I think I'm gonna do is... No. Bar knife through the heart. I'm gonna set it up so we'll talk to Sam next. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Yep, Sam is right there. Holy mama. I'd say this was a good stream, good session. It's always fun just running around, picking up crystals, opening altars, salvaging whiskey. I'm almost like half wondering, like, because I know, I've heard, like, this game is comparable to, like, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and it half makes me wonder if, like, the game will really end as soon as I decide to go to judge and wrap up the case. There's so much intrigue, so much drama, so much suspense, so much wormy deception wriggling around about on Paradise 25. But I feel like tonight was quite productive. And so... And so we go and find someone to raid. Could very well just be myself, but I don't mind. Dum da dum da dum da dum 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 da 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 da. Let's see, we got Bree, we got Phoebe, we got Arlie. We got Clover. Shiggy. Oniome. Oniome. We're gonna raid Oniome. Oni Mom. Because it's their birthday today. And I love them very much. So raid message for subs, raid message for knots. We are going to raid Oniome Fujihara. Fantastic, beautiful, talented Oni Mom. You're playing Green Hell. I'm not sure what that game is. It looks like a survival sandbox. Looks neat. Just playing with friends. Anyway, I think I'll be streaming. I think I'll be streaming next Thursday. I think. I'm pretty sure. And I am not really certain what I will get up to. What I'll be in the mood for. I know it's been a little while since I last played Lennon. God, there's so much more to cover with Lennon. Otherwise, I know there's just a multitude of games that I could get back into, but I'll have to decide that day, Thursday, or whenever. Anyhow, I hope I'll see you all there. By then, Lily Pals, I love you. Good night, Oyasumi!